Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. Monday, and we are back at it. It's a big day in the state of Michigan because tomorrow
Yes.
you're going to be singing the U of M fight song, and that's going to happen.
That will not ever happen under any circumstances.
It's going to happen. And
as a proud little brother, no.
You will be. You will be.
Going to be a Washington.
Michigan's going to go undefeated all season long. You will be singing "Hail to the Victors" and acknowledging the true power of all that is blue.
I'm just looking forward to getting Harbaugh out of town. That would be awesome.
So I'm going to start off with a question today.
Go ahead.
Would you like to see something gold, or would you see something worth its weight in gold? As a little show and tell for a Monday, something fun.
See something worth its weight in gold.
Worth its weight in gold. That's what you're picking. All right, that means you're saving something gold for tomorrow.
Sure, why not?
You sure?
Yeah.
I got both, and gold is sitting right here.
I just told you.
Worth its weight in gold is sitting right here.
I'm very decisive, so I'm
worth
going
its weight in gold.
Worth its weight. Not I don't hem and haw on that stuff.
You're not hemming and hawing. No beating around the bush. No monkey shines.
There's no bush at all. There you go.
Just probably better hygiene.
Yeah.
And speaking of hygiene, this is worth its weight in gold.
Okay. All right.
That's the last tube right there of Arid Extra Dry Roll-On. And I'm going to tell you what. I did what I could to hoard a supply of this stuff before it ran out. And this is the last bottle. I did a little looking over the weekend to find out where I sat with this little piece of gold, this Arid Extra Dry Roll-On. About $55-$60 a bottle on eBay right now. If you'd like one 2.5 ounce roll-on of Arid. Now, this leaves me in a pickle because this is no longer manufactured. It is the finest deodorant that there ever was. It is made for men. Roll-on is better than any stick or solid or gel or spritz or whatever you use. I don't know. And I'm so torn about using this or selling it, or that's a tank of gas right there to the right buyer. And I literally have to hide my face after today. Because I don't know. Do I want to use this? Would you use it up, or would you keep it?
I am what they call a real man.
See?
So I use Old Spice. I don't do this Arid extra
unscented.
Dry. Come on.
Arid extra dry, unscented.
Because God forbid we have any smells.
You can't have smells.
Unscented.
Look, you're the one with you do wear cologne.
Yes,
smells are awful. I can't go around all day having a smell coming out of my armpits. It's gonna give me a headache. Okay, so here's what I've been reduced to: an Avon product.
Okay.
Which is a roll-on. Now I gotta have an Avon lady.
Okay.
53
again,
and I gotta have an Avon.
Again, lady. I was speaking for the real men, and you come out with your Avon products.
I'm just saying
you lower the testosterone
I've
level
done nothing
like
of the sort.
100-fold.
What I'm looking for here is some male support from my tribe.
Male support?
I'm looking for somebody to simply step up and say, Andy, it's going to be okay.
I can't tell you that's going to be okay because I'm not sure.
All right.
Because you're using feminine hygiene products for your, allegedly masculine self.
Well, I'm a man's
again,
man.
I'm not judging you.
Okay.
I'm not judging you.
Well, you don't have to.
I'm just saying you need to then just embrace, just go whole hog and embrace that part of you. Okay. Go do it. You be the best Andy or Andrea you can be. I am there to support you as you live your truth.
Okay.
So there you go.
Would you sell
I got nothing but
love.
Would you sell
the Arid, or would you keep the Arid?
I would throw both away and pick up some Old Spice like a real man would do. But that's me. That's you. You be you. If you wanna
Do you
Douse
realize
yourself
who
in
uses
Arid.
Old Spice?
Men, yes. Men use Old Spice.
Do you realize what kind of men use Old Spice?
I'm a throwback. Yeah,
You
yeah.
are. You're a
Dudes,
throw up.
dudes who win demolition derbies
Yeah.
and watch
Okay.
football.
All right. Good one. Yeah. Okay. So
I'm look
seriously. I'm gonna
again.
have
That's
to.
what we do. You can do whatever.
I'm
I'm
not
just
even
speaking
sure
for
of the
what real
efficacy of the
actual
Avon product.
men do.
I'm gonna hope and pray that my armpits don't stink.
Okay. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers for your hygiene.
Thank you.
Okay. You got anything else you want to throw out there?
Well, I was going to show you some real gold, but I guess
big build up worth its weight in gold that doesn't quite connect.
I thought it did. I mean, I could.
Again, you oversold it.
I did nothing of the sort.
It was an oversell job. If it wasn't for the fact that you always do it, I would have been disappointed. But you've eliminated the possibility of disappointment from me with these.
That's not a disappointment. That's
no
a legitimate
delivery?
question. Would you try to eBay your tube of deodorant, or would you keep it and use it and say farewell to a lifelong friend?
I can't relate to you in this. I just can't. I can't tell you what you should do because you're what we call a different type of man than I am. It's just different.
All right. Well,
okay. I'm not saying you're worse. Again, no judgment.
Okay.
No judgments being levied. I got nothing but love for you.
All right. Well, thank you very kindly.
There you go. You're
welcome.
welcome.
I'm going to pour a little more coffee here. You're going to go ahead and start to regale me with the news.
Okay, let's get into it. There's been a slight drop in border crossings from Mexico to the U.S. Arrests for illegal immigrants crossing the U.S.-Mexico border fell to about 2,500 on Monday. That's down from 10,000 on several days throughout December. Over 10 million illegal crossings have occurred in just the past 3 years. To put that in perspective, that's essentially the entire state of Michigan.
Oof.
A population, the entire state is now living in the U.S. that was not just a scant 3 years ago. So again, and I understand it. I get it. If I were in the situation of a lot of those people, I'd probably do the same thing. Got nothing but sympathy. I think this is steamrolled into probably an unfixable problem at this point.
Well,
and I hope
here's the one thing
we can get a handle on it. But I don't think
most people fail to see, and I don't think it's anybody's fault that they're failing to see this. But unless you are eyes wide open and realize the whole planet's problem, this ain't just happening in America. Any country that is considered, poorer or, quote unquote, third world or whatever like that, people are running out of those everywhere, all over the earth. And they're all migrating to countries that are a little bit better off economically because they want that chance to live a better life. And
of course,
this is globally. This is everywhere. This is so equated to an idea like this. Everybody thinks that healthcare in Muskegon is awful because of the fact that, it's low on employees and on and on and on, right? Everybody complains and screams and hollers about the healthcare in Muskegon. None of that's going to help. And it's not going to help with the border problem here either or in other countries around the world. It is a pivotal time in the history of humanity because we're watching the fourth world. The third world's already established, right? It's going to be what it's going to be. This is poverty on a level of a human experience that is so terrible. They're willing to be shot at. They're willing to risk drowning in a river. They're willing to risk coming to the United States, getting thrown on a plane or a bus and sent to wherever the hell they're going to get sent. We've got to look at this with some compassion and some empathy to understand that we are seeing an entire new culture, breed of people. I don't know how to phrase it. Maybe an entire new social class form worldwide that are going to be living in garbage dumps. Just this weekend, dude, we took a ride over to Grand Rapids. You know um the rest stop just outside of Walker, if you're going east.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly what you're talking. Yes.
Yeah. Many people were living in cars that were parked there on Saturday morning at about 11.
Were they living in cars or were they sleeping off
Dude.
Friday night?
Dude,
Could be sleeping off Friday night. Just
Dude.
throwing it out there.
these people were living in cars.
Okay, it's possible.
Um,
I'm not saying that doesn't
That's
happen.
how
I know
real
that
this
does.
is. And I'm telling you, this idea of not helping them somehow ain't gonna make it. We got to figure something out. And I know it's gonna suck, and I know it's awful, and I know I don't have the answers, but
I don't either. I'm just pointing out the problem, and again,
I'm pointing out the problem on a little bit bigger
fixable.
scope than what we're getting here on a daily basis.
But the point is, we can't worry about the rest of the world, what they're dealing with in their backyard. We can only focus on us. And again, I'm compassionate, but if you do not have, this has been stated, if you do not have borders, you do not have a country. That's just the reality.
But
and we've got to know who these people are who are coming in, and we've got to have a way to check who's coming in.
I get it. But these border problems are not exclusive to the United States.
Right, but
so for us to all sit there and think, "Oh my God, they're just trying to take us down."
No,
they're not.
I'm not sure.
And I'm not saying you think this. I'm not saying this is your idea. I'm saying that the overall mentality of the United States citizens is that they're coming here to fleece us, and they're all.
I don't think that's it. No.
Yeah, dude.
No, that's not what the attitude is. The attitude is, for the most part, okay, you can laugh at it if you want, but the attitude is, for the most part, and people want to help people.
Yeah.
I do believe that. I do believe, because I can totally, and I think most people would say, hey, you know what? If I was in that situation, I would probably do the same thing.
Right.
Now, how we deal with it as a country is different, though. We can't just say, hey, let everybody come in. Got everybody come in, because we're going to hurt those who are here, who are already living in some pretty harsh economic circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
We can't help. We cannot help We want to.
What I'm trying
we
to
don't
say
have
is,
the ability to do it.
What I'm trying to say is that everything we've tried so far hasn't worked.
And we haven't really tried that hard.
It's time for a new approach.
We kind of just let it go.
It's time for a new approach everywhere on the planet.
It's time for an approach, not a new approach, because we haven't done anything. We haven't done anything. So again, you and I could talk ad nauseum about this. Neither one of us are experts on this. Neither one of us can fix it, and thank God it's not our responsibility. Because what else is going on? Golden Globes took place in Hollywood last night. Don't know who was nominated. Don't know who won. Nobody's interested. Nobody cares.
Okay.
So there's that. What they do care about, as we touched on at the beginning, the national championship of college football going down in Houston tonight. 14-0, undefeated Michigan. 14-0.
14-0.
Washington. Undefeated Washington, also 14-0.
Who cares?
You missed that. A kickoff 7:30. Michigan, a 5.5-point favorite. The wise guys seem to be leaning. These are the guys who make their money. Seem to be leaning Michigan. The money's starting to come in more, because this was the point spread's already gone up a full point. I know that is way beyond you, and you don't understand point spreads. But 5.5-point favorite Michigan is. I would take Washington with the points. I wouldn't necessarily take them to win, although I think they got more than a puncher's chance, because Michael Penix is the best player on the field. So they got a shot. Again, if Michigan doesn't win this, they ain't winning a national championship in our lifetime. This is their shot.
Tonight's
and we'll see what happens tonight.
As Rod Stewart once said, tonight's the night. Yeah. It's going to be amazing.
Going to be all right. Oh, here's the thing: is if Washington is still in the game, I will stay up and watch it. If Washington is winning, I'll watch it. If Michigan gets up like 14-17, I'm turning that thing off and going to bed.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Tomorrow, I want you well rehearsed and hail to the victors.
No.
Well rehearsed.
No.
And by the way, did you see FV last night? It was
Jesus Christ! No.
Good.
You could have done this at the beginning. You're not going to throw in your AFV garbage now.
I just
It
wanted
was
to make
too, you're going to do it. You do it at the start of the show.
You
That's
should
how
have
this
watched.
works.
You should have watched.
No.
It was so good.
No.
Yeah.
No. Lions top Minnesota 30-20 to wrap up the regular season. 12 wins for Detroit for the first time in 30 years. Of course, they host the opening round playoff game Sunday night against Matt Stafford and the LA Rams. Lions about a field goal favorite, 2.5, 3-point favorite. Should be a lot of fun. They get the primetime game Sunday night. Going to be playing probably without rookie tight end Sam Laporta.
Oh,
that
no.
could impact the offense a little bit, but it's not going to impact them enough to lose. I like Detroit by a touchdown. Swallow the points. Take Detroit. Bet the kids' college tuition on that.
I think they're done.
You are not. Of course, you're rooting for them to be done.
No.
Even though you don't care.
My
Yeah.
gut tells me. I got a
My
super,
gut. Your gut.
I got a super gut feeling about
Okay.
Detroit.
Let's see your vast array of foot. Okay. Name one player on Detroit. Name one player on the Rams that's not Matthew Stafford.
Mike Smith.
Okay, Jesus. Again, I'm sorry. I was confusing you with real men again. I apologize. Once again, heartfelt.
Yeah.
It's heartfelt.
All right. Is it time for Jeopardy?
What else is going?
Oh,
Almost. Michigan goes down in college hoops to Penn State, 79-73. Sparty Falls, they have their 5-game winning streak snapped at Northwestern, 88-74. That's sports.
well, Colton is having a travel day today, so apparently
Mhm.
we don't have weather.
Which evidently we're getting like snow,
Yeah, I
and
know.
rain, maybe a monsoon.
Wouldn't that be?
And now he takes off?
Here's what I'm going to need you to do. When you hang up,
Good
get in
Lord.
your car and get over here and help me put the snow chains on my tractor.
Snow chain. Nobody puts chains on.
You have to. It sucks.
No,
it's
you
an awful
don't.
job. I'll give you
Nobody puts
$10.
chains on. No.
I'll-
No,
I'll-
it's worth
15.
that's I don't no.
Don't say
100 or I
didn't.
don't get out of bed. No.
Don't say
I
didn't.
won't even do it for 100 at this
All
point.
right. I want you to see something. I want you to know that I got the official Jeopardy calendar.
Oh, finally.
This is not Jeopardy for the feeble-minded. This is not
of course
Jeopardy
not.
for Dave, who could use a hand.
Who's been on a bit of a roll
No.
recently, which
And I
you've
want
been
you to know
ignoring.
too that I marked the page, so I'm gonna skip ahead to right where we're at. All right, there go those.
All
cards.
right, let's do this.
Here it is for January 8th. It's 200. Rhyming terms. A minor
Rhyming
car
terms.
accident that presumably dents a protective device.
Really? Really? You mean
That's
that
the
thing
point.
we like to call a fender bender?
Look at you. 200 to the good today. Wow. And that's because of your traffic expertise. Wow. Dave Cackley. Amazing. Look at you. 200 to the
I
good.
should have called the shot
You
beforehand.
should have
and
called
just-
the shot.
I
Anyway,
didn't.
hey,
It's okay.
check out AFV
Victory.
on demand. You can find it on TV.
Not happening.
I think you'll like it. All right. Talk to you tomorrow when Michigan wins. Hail
Not
to the
happening.
victors.
Go Huskies.
Hail to
See ya.
the